be one of the panelists in this short yet very powerful session. And just like others, even though I'm a panelist, I've enjoyed the speeches of all the previous speakers, and who have highlighted a lot of aspects with regards to various fields when it comes to digital marketing. So I'm going to be short in my speech. It's not going to extend for more than a couple of minutes or so. So I'll touch upon three important sectors, which is education, hospitality, and service sectors, because I'm either associated or work with them. So firstly, I would like to touch upon the education sector. So my better half is an assistant professor in one of the leading engineering colleges in Chennai. So this pandemic has forced all the schools and colleges to go online, as we all know, across the country. And like Dr. Purva said, there is no face-to-face interaction, and which means we do not know what exactly the student is up to when it comes to online classes. Again, when a student is in his or her degree or medical courses, we expect them to behave maturely. But again, there are always uh, people who take it as an advantage, and they may not show the perfect discipline when it comes to online learning, when it comes to getting the teaching through online classes. So like Mr. Mine said, we should have gone online a long back, even in the education field. So even myself, I did a lot of courses on Coursera, and this was way back in early 2008, 9, and 10. So which means the online courses were very much there elsewhere in the world, and we embraced that only very recently. So schools and colleges, they are teaching classes through online, which means it was a possibility, but we never had the intention to go online all these days. So coming to the hospitality sector, again, the hospitality sector were very much averse of digital marketing. In the previous years, they were spendthrift. They may be spending quite a lot of money on the traditional platforms, advertising platforms, I mean. But when it comes to digital marketing, they were spendthrift. But again, this pandemic has forced them to go online. And I've seen a lot of bigger brands which runs hotels across the globe have started going online through Google Meet and Zoom by conducting various kind of sessions and classes for their clientele, or maybe I would say potential clientele. So they have done this, and even some of the brands have done a video as to how they take care of their guests. They have given staycations, and they have asked them to post all their experience online on various platforms, so that they put across the message to the entire segment, the consumer segment. So this is what has happened with the hospitality sector. So coming to the service sector, again, service sector is a very vast sector, and even I've worked in the service sector for close to a decade, the BPO, which was run by HSBC. So those days, irrespective of what is happening in the city, we were forced to go to office. So that was the case until the beginning of this year. So even though I'm not working there, I heard that all the systems were shifted to the respective consultants' home, and they started working from home. And this is going to be lasting at least for the next 6 months or so. So they are not expected to come to office at least until June next year. Same is the case with a lot of other bigger brands where my friends are working, like IBM, FB, Google, Apple, and all. So everyone is working from their respective homes. So which means They could have done this long back. So this could have, saved them millions of dollars when it comes to, savings on cost, because they need not have to provide transportation, they need not have to provide food, subsidized food, rent, etc., etc. So they could have done this long back, which was not done, at least until this pandemic took over and forced us to go online and embrace digital marketing. So it is not that we were not in a position to do it, but we never had the willingness to implement it, is what I would say. And that's it from my end, Dr. Roy. Thank you once again for this